Well, they've been really strong and dynamic off the rush. They've generated an awful lot of odd man rushes in their last handful of games. There is the lack of kind of game pressure necessarily on them. They got to play hard, but it doesn't change their standings if they make a mistake on a play. So there's a freedom to their game. I think underestimated is the quality of their defensive zone coverage, and I think that's how a lot of their odd man rushes get generated. They defend hard in their own end of the ice, so it's going to be a difficult game for us to manufacture and create, but maybe more importantly, off change of possession, we got to be back above them.
And on that, how important is it going to be to capitalize when they do make those mistakes?
Yeah, you got to finish. So we've had some games, most notably Nashville, that we had an awful lot of zone time, and so our positioning in the zone is going to be really important. Controlling the puck in the offensive zone is very important, but it can't be the end goal. You can't stand around the outside. So they're going to make it difficult for us to get to their net, and we're going to have to work real hard to get there.
Anything on Anthony Duclair?
So he's out today, but we would be optimistic that he's a player for us tomorrow.
You mentioned yesterday that Chicago's win over Ottawa was mentioned in your team's meeting. Can
Yeah.
you just elaborate on what the message was that you said?
Right, because Ottawa had just had 2 huge wins over Detroit and came in and outshot Chicago significantly early and found themselves down 4-0, and it was a rush game, right? They pressed so hard, and to Chicago's credit, they can finish, they can make plays. They got pucks into holes, they got lots of speed, they got lots of skill. We have to. And then that's the challenge. We've got to be ready to defend against this team. This isn't just we're going to drive our offensive game down their throats, because they're pretty good at it. They can handle it. They spend time in their own end because of the youth of their team. So we've got to make sure that we're also patient in the game. I never really like using that word in the room, because I don't know, the picture in my head is somebody sitting back relaxing and just being patient for a train to come or something. We got to go after the game. But we have to recognize who has possession of the puck and run the appropriate routes.
About 5 goals in 4 games. What's been obviously the goalie, but it's more than
the
goalie, right?
Well, we gave him a chance, and he made good on his chance. So Bob's been fantastic in the net. I think we've been a more predictable team on our penalty kill, but we've not given up nearly the number of odd man rushes, dangerous odd man rushes. We've killed a lot of those plays before they even started, and then we haven't had very many extended D-zone where you're wearing your goalie out even if the other team doesn't shoot the puck. They're in their crouch for too long if you spend too much time in your end. So I'm going to credit the forwards allowing the defenseman to run a hard gap game, and that allows Sergei to see the puck.
Do you feel better about wins when you give up goals like that, or is a win a win?
Oh, no.
7-5,
No, it's not.
3-1,
It's not. Well, yes, we're taking wins. And
Right.
I'm not going to critique it too much after, but for sure the quality of your play is where your confidence comes from. You win 4 games in a row and you don't like your game, there's no real confidence. You can feel it. And the players know that. And even the other opposite, you play the right way, you've got lots of confidence. Now we're down to a short number of games here, so it is truly all about the wins. And if we win a game that we don't play well, we're taking it and we're trying to fix it.
You guys are generating a lot of chances, but there are a lot of guys that are struggling with finishing them right now. How important is it for them to kind of get going tonight?
Who would be the list? And I'm not challenging your question, but I spend very little time looking at a guy's offensive numbers. So Rhino probably.
Matthew Tkachuk hasn't scored in I think 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, he's still putting up some numbers. Does this still count?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got right there. We're keeping him. The Nashville 32-16, the Vegas game, I think we were 20-9 in the Pitt game. Like, our numbers are right, and the cliche would be, hey, if you're getting chances, that's completely true, especially when you're playing against a team you're fighting with like Pittsburgh or an elite team like Vegas. If you're generating chances, all you got to do is get one more. The players are also, the first 2 months of the season, everybody wants to get off to a start, and they're looking at their stats. Now they're not. And if they come and I worry more about a player's confidence early in the season if he's not scoring, because they put so much pressure to get off to a good start. Right now, they don't care. As long as we win, and yeah, they want to generate chances, because that means our team's playing well and they want to be the difference. But if a guy misses 2, now if we lose the game in that specific game and a guy had 3 great chances, that's going to bother him for sure. But it won't be tied to the game prior to the game prior. And even if there was, I don't think you can fix it. Guys go on streaks and they come off a streak and they're playing just as hard, they're playing just as well. If there was a magic, hey, shoot here instead of here, we would give it to them as fast as we could, but it doesn't work like that.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.